particle model of matter. The particle model of matter can explain the situations that you saw in our demos, as well as many others. The particle model of matter has 4 main points that describe the structure of matter. As you read each of the 4 points, think about the demos and how these points may explain them. So 1. All matter is made up of tiny particles. Different substances are made up of different particles. This means that every object in any state is made up of tiny particles too small to see. There are more particles in a given volume of solid than there are in the same volume of liquid or gas. 2. The tiny particles of matter are always moving and vibrating. For solids, this movement is like wiggling in one place. For liquids, the particles are sliding around all over each other. And for gases, this movement means moving as far as the space allows. 3. The particles in the matter may be attracted to each other or bonded together. So some particles, such as water, have more attraction to other particles, such as salt, than for each other. And 4. The particles have spaces between them. So notice the difference in the amount of space between the particles of a solid and a gas. Solids have the smallest spaces between them, and gases have the largest spaces between them. So how the particle model of matter explains mixing substances. The alcohol and water mixed together consists of 2 different substances. Each substance is made up of different particles, and these particles are different sizes. When the 2 substances are mixed together, the smaller particles of the one substance fill the spaces between the larger particles in the other. This is like pouring sand into a beaker full of marbles. The sand fills the spaces between the marbles. The particle model can also explain why substances dissolve. The particle model states that particles are attracted to each other. However, particles of some substances are more attracted to particles in other substances than they are to each other. The reverse can also be true. So for example, when potassium permanganate is placed in water, its particles are attracted to the water particles. Then this process is called dissolving. In a solution, the particles of the solute are attracted to the particles of the solvent. The solute dissolves in the solvent. This is why a solute seems to disappear when mixed with a solvent. In the polar disk game, and the particles of one liquid are more attracted to the particles of the same type than they are to the other liquid. This attraction, like particles rather than particles of another type, is what occurs when substances do not dissolve in one another. Thanks for watching.